Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Battles In live show player Q&A. I'm Max. We're going to start off with Roydell Williams tonight, and we've got a great lineup for you. We've also got center Maurice Smith. We've got KJ Kirkland and LaWayne McCoy. If y'all are joining us for the first time, we do these every week. Throw any questions you have in the chat. Super chats get priority, and we will get your questions up on the screen. We're going to talk to players throughout the night. This is brought to you by the Battles In Florida State's Football Collective. If y'all want to directly support Florida State athletes and make sure that Coach Mike Norvell has the edge he needs to succeed in today's college football, make sure that y'all go to thebattlesin.com and become a member today. Roydell, how we doing, man?
Doing good. How you doing now?
Doing good, man. It's good to have you in the studio.
Good.
You know, you're pretty famous already. What do we say? Like 1.8 seconds on the video game trailer. Everybody got to see you hitting a little spin move.
Yeah.
How cool was that? Like you as a video game player for the first time.
It was super cool, man. When I was asleep, that was kind of our off break, so I was kind of slept in. And, I kept hearing my phone go. I'm like, I ain't got no alarms on. People calling, hey man, you saw that? I'm like, nah. So I go look at it, and it's kind of like I kind of had to settle in and kind of look at it like I'm really in this game. I'm in the trailer, man. That's kind of dope. So that was a great feeling to have.
So let me ask this: like we all know that a hallmark of a Mike Norvell offense, probably the reason you want to play in it, right? Is like he uses a lot of backs. He uses y'all in a very, very different ways, switches it up. But like when you're playing dynasty mode and you're in the game, like are you going to use that philosophy, or do you think it might be Roydell getting the vast majority of the carries when you're controlling it?
I'm gonna get some carries in the game, but we got a lot of talent in that room. I'm gonna use them guys too. Why not? They got some speed, but got Jalen, got LT, Sweet Feet, got Sam, got Cam, strong, power back, man. A lot of special guys in that room. I can't wait to use them.
Who in the room do you think will have the highest speed rating?
I want to say myself. Okay. Me and Jalen in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, LT, shoot, Kezias, all of us have some high speeds, man. But I'd probably say Jalen, though, man.
Okay.
Keep it real, man. That boy blazing.
He's quick.
Yeah, he fast, man.
Yeah. But you can run some people over now. We've started to see that a little bit. You think you'll have the best break tackle on there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have it.
Okay. We asked Cam what he thought his highest rating would be, and he said agility. Mm-hmm. Luke told him it'd be strength, but we're waiting to see if it's going to be agility or strength with him. But fired up for that launch. Again, folks, feel free to throw questions in. But you just joined us from Alabama. You came over for the spring. Just high level, like how did spring here compare to spring at Alabama? Both really high caliber programs, tons of tradition. What were some of the things that were really similar? What were a few differences? How was it?
I would say the intensity was kind of the same with Coach Mike Norvell, man. His energy level, I probably say this every day, man. He brings it every day. No matter if it's a bad day, you'll never know if he's having a bad day or not. And that's just so good about him. And that helps me lead the running back room and the locker room in a way to where it's like, all right, let me bring the energy for these guys just because he's bringing the energy.
Yep. And
just the differences, man, it's still ball, man. It's still the game that I play. It's still the game that all of us play. It's just a different environment. That's it.
Were you, when you were looking at potential transfer destinations, what was it about either the offensive scheme or the coaching staff in particular, or even maybe it was other players? Like what attracted you to Florida State and ultimately led to that decision? I
said Coach Mike Norvell, man. I hopped in the portal. As soon as I got in, man, he was the first person to call. And when I looked at the call, I'm like, I don't know that number. And he sent me a message. He was like, you did the first thing right, and you didn't answer the phone call. This is Coach Mike Norvell. So he called back again. I answered. We talked for a little bit, and I kind of really had my mind made up right then. I wanted to come here.
That's awesome. And, we got to see you in the spring game, already starting to be a huge part of that offense. Chris Johnson wants to know, though, which rivalry game are you most looking forward to, Miami, Florida, or Clemson?
I want to say Florida.
Okay.
I haven't really looked into them just yet, but I want to play Florida. I played them when I was at Bama, but I was a big special teams guy. My 10th grade, that's when we had played them my 10th grade year, and then we played them in the SEC championship. I think that was 2021.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to play them again, Florida.
Yeah, and we get them here at home this year, so you'll get to see that in Doak Campbell.
Absolutely.
That's exciting, man. We got another question from Grillmaster. How do you stay patient when running between the tackles? You're such a smooth runner, and how do you keep that patience and that vision?
Man, just watching it all develop. Peep to see what defense they in, And from there, it's kind of just me. From there, and the offensive line does a marvelous job with them working up to the second level defenders.
Yep.
And third level, that's just me there.
So what's your favorite play to run? What kind of run?
Probably tight zone or power.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like to get inside, cut straight up, get to the second level.
Yes, sir.
Nice. We got to see a little bit of that. Ace Kid wants to know, what is something you want to improve on this offseason?
Breakout speed. It's simple once I'm in traffic, boom, boom, boom. But second level, I got to get going, man. I got to go.
So obviously that's not like a physical ability, right? We know you're fast. Mm-hmm. Is that more just knowing when to put your foot in the ground? Is it more just understanding angles to take? Like what goes into having that speed?
Just having a plan when you get back there, whether you can outrun the guy or you got to make the guy miss. Once you figure that out, man, we off to the races.
Gotcha. And is that something that you kind of just feel as the play is developing, or will you watch on tape and kind of get an idea for, what the secondary and linebackers of that team are more susceptible to?
A little bit of both. I got to do better on my end. But once I kind of figure out, once I read the defenders and I watch a lot of film and see how they go, then I can fill a player out. And
what's your favorite open field move, if you're allowed to give that secret away? Is it juke, spin? Do you like to run somebody over?
Just do a regular juke, man.
Yeah, just one foot in the ground?
It ain't too hard. I got to work on it, though, but it ain't too hard.
Yeah, I love it, man. So one of the guys we're going to have up here one more. Can't read that far. The girl Kai, what are your goals for this season?
Just be an overall team player, looking to help any way possible. If I have to work on special teams, work on special teams. Just being an overall out the backfield guy, between the tackles, outside runner, just a complete guy for this team. Whatever I got to do to help this team win, to get the ring, I'm willing to do.
I mean, dude, it's cool hearing you talk about this because you're just so synced up with the message of all the guys we talked to that have been on this team for several years. Mm-hmm. And it's awesome as a transfer. Like you're already in, you've already kind of got that, we're on fries mentality of the running back room already. It's just cool to hear how strong that message is obviously communicated, but how quickly, you're able to pick that up as well. Taze Fungus, that is a real username. If you weren't playing running back, what position would you play?
I like I'm gonna go on the other side of the ball. I'm gonna go to safety, man. I don't mind putting my nose in something.
Okay.
So I'll probably go to safety. If not that, then I'll come back to offense and do receiver or something.
Be like a box safety, come down, just try to hit people.
Just hit something.
Good question. So Chris Johnson, how would you feel if we saw Bama in the playoffs this year?
Why did I feel like this question is gonna come up?
I know.
We're going to ball, bro. We're going to play them. It's going to be a good team to play, and I'm looking forward to it. There ain't nothing else to be said after that.
Yeah, I mean, and folks, I don't know if y'all know, if you've looked ahead, I know we got the big Ireland game coming up, but, we do start next year in 2025. You obviously will have moved on to the next level, but we'll play Bama in 2025, so that will be pretty insane as well. Quick trivia question for you, and then I'm going to let you get out of here. Obviously, our first game's in Ireland. Mm-hmm. Do you know what animal that Ireland is said to not have? Like what? It's kind of a scary animal. What animal does Ireland not have?
I don't know. Want me to take a guess on that?
Yeah, take a guess. It's like a good animal not to have on your island.
A good animal not to have on my island.
Should have given you multiple choice ones.
What?
Snakes.
Elephant?
Snakes. Well, it doesn't have elephants either. I will give you that. It's a hell of an answer, Roydell. No, I was going to give you a multiple choice one. I was like, let's see if he's got it. But, dude, I really appreciate you stopping by, man. It was cool to get to talk to you for the first time as a Knoll. And, again, watching you in the spring, watching the work ethic, watching what you're able to do on the field. Man, we're just thrilled to watch you in the fall. So thanks again for stopping by, man. We'll see you again soon.
I appreciate it, man. We'll go ahead and come back to this. I like it.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. And folks, again, we're going to have center Maurice Smith coming in here in just a second. If y'all want to ask questions for Mo or any of our other players, please throw them in the chat. Our great production team will get them up on the screen. And if y'all want to directly support Florida State athletes, make sure y'all go to thebattlesinn.com, become a member today of Florida State's Football NIL Collective. Give us 2 seconds. We got Mo coming through the green room. We are, again, this is live, so got some transit. Come on. What's up, dude? Got you right here. What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Mo Smith, decorated veteran center.
Yeah.
Going from one of the earliest playing guys on the team as a freshman at a position that you don't see many freshmen play to now. I mean, you're the old guy on the team. You're the veteran leader.
Yeah.
Let's just start there, man. I mean, you've played, what do we say? We looked up earlier, 2,800 snaps in college. Like, how different has this spring and now starting the summer program been from years in the past?
It's different every year. So, you get, less years each year. So, like, this is my last year. So, like, I put everything into it now, for sure, though. But, like, just cherish the last one. And it was a great spring. So, just cherishing it.
Yeah, man. I mean, again, it's been amazing to watch you develop. And look, I think it's no secret, like you've won some position battles like throughout your career. You got kind of thrust into that early playing time as a freshman, but you've fought for your spot. You've proven that you're the guy, and you've kept that spot year after year. But this year there was no question about it. How different is it to be kind of that guy, and also talk about your focus now on teaching the younger guys like Andre and those guys that'll be here after you move on to the next level?
One thing I like a challenge. So that's one thing I like. Like I told Atkins, I don't care who you bring in. So just bring them because it's gonna help me get better. So and one thing about leadership, I try to teach them guys, and tell them like, your spot never secure. So just keep working and just keep chopping at it. So like just keep going.
So, every defensive lineman we talked to, we had, 3 of them on last week. We say, who's the most frustrating, the toughest guy to go against? And pretty consistently they say you. They talk about your technique, your hands, a variety of reasons. But why do you think you're probably one of the harder offensive linemen to go against for these D tackles?
I just say, I'm quick, got fast feet, so, and I'm a competitor. So, like, I could say, after a rep I beat you, I'm going to tell you what you did wrong and still try to beat you again. And if I do beat, I'm going to tell you what you did wrong again. So with them guys like Josh and Daryl, and I tell them every time. So I tell them, how did I beat them? How did they beat me? We teach each other. We teach each other and, iron sharpen iron. So, yeah, challenging.
How strong, like scale 1 to 10, is your inside punch? Because I feel like that's been common. When I kind of ask guys, is it when they come across, you apparently have a hell of an inside punch. Like, 1 to 10, how strong would you rate it?
It's quick, so I say probably like a 7.5, 8.
If you were to do it to when I say inside punch, folks, I mean, using the inside hand, he's not literally punching them. Normal guy like me, how far backwards would I fly if you hit me with one of those? You think 5 or 6 yards, or maybe all the way to 10?
Probably 5 to 6, probably.
I appreciate you giving me that much credit to hold my own, man.
Yeah.
Again, we'll have questions rolling in, folks. Please feel free to throw in any questions you may have for Mo. Garnice Eccleston, what do you believe to be one of your weaknesses, and what have you done to improve it this offseason?
I could say one of my weaknesses is I could say bull rush.
Okay.
So bull rush is and I've been trying gain weight and stop bull, and that's been one of my focuses this spring. So just trying to gain weight and maintain my weight and add muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess for you, for a slightly smaller guy, is it just trying to reset your path, just get lower and dig your heels in? I mean, what's kind of the technique behind it?
It's like initial contact. So
okay,
just stop the initial contact and bring your hips and just bring all the the power up.
Yep.
Yeah, because all the power comes from the ground. So just try to bring the power up and bring your hips.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just keep rolling with it. Zyler wants to know, Mo, who do you see as the up and coming centers on the team?
Probably Otto.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a very sharp guy, hardworking guy. So I say Otto.
Lynn Witt wants to know, how great is it to have Coach Atkins as O-line coach and offensive coordinator?
He's a great coach all around. It's good to have a guy who wants to run the ball because he believes in us. So it's great.
You've played under a couple coordinators. Like how this is the first one to my knowledge Florida State's had that started as an O-line coach. Like, how different is it though having an O-line guy kind of be doing the game plan for the whole offense? Like,
it's a little weird.
Yeah.
It's a little weird, but I just say, it's good to have someone who who have say so in our room, as to what plays we can run, and everybody we know Norvell run, but at the same time though, Atkins has a say so too. So and he believes in us, like I say, and we don't always just run the ball or throw the ball actually, but once we get into that red zone, I believe him. Run the ball, like
You're gonna move some people out of the way.
Yeah, having somebody that to have our backs.
Because y'all had some big dudes this offseason too. I mean, you got TJ Ferg, you got Richie. I actually saw Richie at Cheros today. He's a big dude. I mean, Otto, isn't small himself. I'm sure him and Lucas will find some spots. Like, how different do you think this line will be from the past ones you've been on, just being able to line up and in power gap type stuff, just move guys out of the way?
I just say, there's a lot of competition in the room. So,
yeah,
once there's a lot of competition in the room, it's great for the room. Because it's not only, one person have a chance to lose their spot, everyone do. And that's gonna build everyone in the room to get better. Yeah. Not just come here to just, I earned my spot.
Yep.
Nah, you gotta come and, work, do extra.
And you also have guys on the other side of the ball, right? Like Daryl and Josh are probably two of the best D tackles in the country. You also have KJ Sampson, you got Daniel, and then on the edges you've got Pat, you got Marvin. I mean, how helpful is it to not only be competing against each other on your side of the ball, but have some of the best guys in the country to go against every day?
Yeah, it's great because you're not just going out there to dominate the D line. So they coming with they pack a punch too. So they coming with something every day. And and they like I say, we learn off each other, and if my inside hand is weak, Josh will tell me, oh, that was too easy.
Yeah,
you ain't doing something right. We just challenge each other. That's all.
That's awesome, man. So switching up a little bit, Grill Master wants to know, man, who's the biggest inspiration in your life?
Biggest inspiration. I never had that accent. I don't have one, to be honest.
It's Mo Smith?
Yeah, it's me.
It's getting everything you want, getting all those goals that you got listed, winning a championship here, getting to the NFL, all the stuff that you can do.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that, man. Matthew Conn has a great speech about that, if y'all haven't watched it. Isaiah Williams wants to know, who's the best freshman so far that you've seen at any position on the team this year?
Best freshman that just came in?
Yeah. Who stood out to you the most at any position?
Just came in. Damn. That's a good question right there. I ain't observed that well.
Yeah,
That's crazy. I ain't observed that well. But LaWayne, he's coming along. He coming from my school, my high school, and he's coming along very well.
Yeah, we've actually got him on later. We've heard some good stuff about LaWayne. Yeah, another Miami Central guy. I mean, we've had a decent little run of y'all, right? Because we had Tatum, you, and now LaWayne's going to be kind of the next one coming in. Yeah. So Miami Central's being represented up here.
For sure.
What's your David Green wants to know, what's your favorite pregame meal?
I say pregame meal. I get the same thing. Every pregame meal, I get the same thing. I get some turkey. I get some turkey, some rice. I put mashed potatoes with the rice and gravy. Mix it all together. Yeah, and have a little broccoli too. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a pregame meal right there.
So you're not going to McDonald's with Keon?
No,
okay.
No McDonald's.
You're doing like a healthy. We got some turkey, some rice. Okay.
Yeah, some cooked food, man.
Good to know. Yeah, because hey, whatever works. Just wasn't sure how big the McDonald's group was. Hannah says, Mo, which game are you most looking forward to playing this season and why?
Most important. All of them.
Yeah.
I want to hit them all the same way. I want to, just attack every game with a purpose. Every game, I don't have no main game. Every game, I want to dominate.
Yep.
Yeah.
How crazy is it to think that we're starting over in Europe, foreign country, different Did you ever think you'd play a game over in Ireland of all places?
Never thought about that. Yeah.
It's pretty crazy, right?
It'd be a great experience.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. I won't hit you with a trivia question because already. As for Roydell one, but 21. Hey Mo, are there any current NFL centers that you watch to learn from?
Nah, It's kind of crazy, but I watched the center last night from the Ravens actually.
Okay.
I watched a little highlight video because Coach Atkins had went to a camp, to their camp or whatever, and he said that I don't know his name, but he told me he had the same body type as me, height and everything. Okay. So something told me to go watch him and look at his highlights, and he's doing good, doing very well. So
yeah.
That gave me a little hope.
Yeah, it's gotta be helpful to just again see somebody with the same build, kind of how they work things. I won't make you give away any secrets that you may have picked up, but in addition to the same meal, David Green wants to know: do you have any pregame rituals? Any specific music you listen to, or anything that you do?
Honestly, everything I do, I listen to a little music, on the way, to the stadium, and just watch and look at all the fans. But once I get in the locker room, I laugh and play all the whole time till the game start. Okay. Yeah, I don't like to be uptight before the game. So, I have certain people I sit by, and everybody else uptight, I'm sitting there laughing, kiki, and I'm not gonna treat it like practice, but I'm gonna go out there and have fun. Yeah. Yeah.
No, you gotta stay loose, man. I mean, look, there's everybody's kind of got the thing that works for them, and I feel like not that I ever played sports at your level, but I was always kind of one of those two. Like, it always freaked me out when I get too serious, so I'm just sitting there getting all anxious. Ace Kid wants to know, what's your favorite place to eat in Tally?
Favorite place? I could say I like Shooters a lot. Shooters, yeah.
Okay, that's a good choice.
Good spot right there.
Yeah. Shooters will do you right.
Yeah, for sure. That steak good, man.
Yeah. You gotta try the place too. There's a place around the corner. I think Master introduced me to Savor. It's like right there on Park. It's like kind of like, you gotta look at it. It's kind of like on Park, but it's down the street. If you like steak, that's it.
I thought you were talking about Table 23, right?
I've been over there once. Yeah.
It's smooth. It's a smooth spot.
That place good. Yeah. But no, Savor, I don't even know Master's dad was a butcher. So Master knows his steaks.
Oh, I ain't
if Master tells you about steak, you gotta go check that thing out.
Got to get in with him.
Yeah. But yeah, man, look, it's been so cool to watch your career and just kind of watch how you've, again, developed from like the young guy that had to play on a team that was still growing under a new coach to, a veteran leader on a team that's won 23 games in the past 2 years and, is going to head into this season as probably a top 5 team to start the year. And just, again, what you've done as a player, but as a leader too, I just watching you in practice and how you'll calm guys down when they're getting too fired up, but you'll also be kind of the first one to fire them up when they're being too calm. And just, it's been cool, man. So we appreciate you coming in. And yeah, man, we'll have you on a few more of these, but thanks a lot, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
And folks, that was your center, Maurice Smith. If y'all have more questions for our next athlete, we got LaWayne McCoy coming in here, freshman wide receiver. So please throw them in the chat. We'll get them on the screen. Man.
How you doing?
Okay, we're gonna get the walkthrough on those. Those are okay. Folks, I'm joined now by, slide that over, by the newest Miami Central product to join the Florida State Seminoles. We got LaWayne McCoy, freshman wide receiver, and I didn't know this until like 20 minutes ago, but you're kind of a social media star.
Yeah.
So I'd seen this. If y'all haven't seen the Wheezy dance, we'll put it up there in a short or something. But go look it up. I'd seen that. I didn't know you invented that. So like,
yeah, it was about a couple of years. It was about a year and a half ago. Like during our 707 course.
Yeah.
I was with Raw Miami.
Yeah.
And I just happened to do the celebration. I did it as a celebration, and then social media, TikTok, Instagram, stuff like that, and that's how it really like blew up.
So what was it like the first time you saw an NFL player do, like, as a high school kid, like you saw an NFL player do the touchdown celebration you'd invented? How crazy was that?
I ain't gonna lie, my first time I think I seen it was, Brandon Johnson. He played for Denver Broncos. Okay. And like he tagged me in it, he tagged me. He did the dance, and I'm like it's really getting to like the next level type thing. So like it was just, I don't know. I didn't know how to feel about it. So like it was a good moment though. It was definitely a good moment for me though.
So I think that's kind of a good jumping off point, right? Because, obviously a little bit of social media fame is awesome, but you got that because of the touchdowns you were scoring in one of the best 7-on-7 programs. You're a highly rated wide receiver recruit. And then you get to Florida State where, you know, you have guys like Hakeem Williams above you still on the team, right? You got guys like Keon Coleman, Johnny Wilson, who are just here being coached by Ron Dugans, who was a great player here in his own right. And what was the biggest, I guess, challenge maybe transitioning from high school to college? And what do you think was the part that you actually was like the easiest for you to pick up?
Okay, so first I'd say the challenge for me transitioning from high school to college was, I can say time management, like being able to manage time. Like high school, you don't have to be up at 7 in the morning to work out and then get some rest and be back at the facility. So like stuff like that, I was like better, like I got better on managing my time. And like the most easiest I could say was, I could say like creating bonds with different people. Like like I'm not used to like opening up to people, like making new friends and stuff like that. So I would say that was like most easiest for me, like because everybody like speaks to one another. So
that's awesome.
It's like it's all family. So that was one of the most easiest things for me.
It's cool to hear you talk about, man, because I think whether it's freshmen like yourself or transfers, everyone that's new to a room has a story, you know, about the guys in that room. You know, there's not kind of that cold shoulder of like, hey, we're going to treat you a certain way to, you know, be competitive. It's like, it's immediate bonding, even though y'all are competing against each other every single day. How do you, I guess, personally balance that, where it's like those are your brothers and like the guys that you bonded most with, but like every day at practice, it's a war, it's competition, it's about, you know, getting the best out of each other and all that?
I feel like at the end of the day, you like, you know, these are your brothers, these are who you go to war with. So like when we on the field, like, and the older receivers like Tron or Jakai, Deuce, Darion, like they see like I'm making minor mistakes, they'll come tap me like, yo, this, that, or you could do this better, or you could do this better. Like, so it's just like, I'm really like the little brother in the room. And like they just giving me tips and I'm just like soaking it all in, you feel me? So once I get to that point where I'm in their shoes, I can do the same to a younger person, so.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, because it's so important, right? Like people talk about a player-led team, you know, and it starts from the top and being able to, again, give those small corrections, but also not make you feel like, you know, you're alienated, right? But bringing you on. Seminole 850 asks, which DB are you most excited to burn in practice? Who just kind of drives you a little nuts that you're looking forward to hitting a go route on and catching one over?
I don't want to say it's somebody that I'm really targeting, but I like to go against AZ.
Okay.
Yeah, just to, you know, like, he's one of the top DBs on the team, and, like, I feel like iron sharps iron. He'll give me work, I give him work, and we just bettering each other, so I feel like, go AZ.
Hey, I mean, you know, you guys have a heck of a DB room, and AZ is an incredible player. And I've kind of asked this question, I guess, to a lot of guys, but just how helpful is it to have dudes like that to go against in practice, but also have other young guys like yourself, like Charles Lester, who, you know, are coming from the same situation, 5-star recruit, and you know, just how beneficial is it to have that level of competition and not be able to take a rep off?
I think it's very beneficial because, you know, like he's saying, he's 3 years in. He's got college experience, so he knows what it feels like. He knows what it be to guard top receiver. So his game, like, and then when you're going against AZ, he doesn't, like, when you mess up or he feel like you could have did something better, he comes and tell you, like.
Yeah.
Not most DBs do that, like, oh, you could have did this and you would have probably got me here, like.
Okay.
Nobody, like, not many DBs do that, so, like, yeah, that's just one good thing.
Like, he doesn't just celebrate the win. He, like, tries to help you get better, even though he beat you on the rep.
Being a teammate, like.
That's awesome.
A good teammate, yeah.
Marvin Allen wants to know, what are some of your personal goals and what are the team goals for the season?
My personal goals, I could say, like, to really just take advantage of any opportunity I'm given, like, just to make the best out of it, to really get on the field this year as a freshman and showcase my play style, my skills, and, like, my competitiveness, and just to really show that, like, I can play football early, like.
Yeah.
That's it. Really.
Yeah, we saw a lot of that. I mean, in the spring, man, you were out there. I remember watching a couple reps and be like, oh wait, that's one of the freshmen. But there's a few of y'all. I mean, Camden Fryer, he had a couple great plays out there as a young guy. I'm sure there's someone I'm forgetting, but it rolls right into Jerry Ingram. Wants to know, just how do you feel about the receiving group this year in general, and is there anyone in particular that everyone agrees is going to be a dog in the receiver room this year?
How I feel about the receiver room, I feel like we got a pretty nice group. Like, I feel like we're going to be very dominant this year, from top to bottom.
Yep.
Like, everybody, I feel like we're going to be very dominant. And who everyone agrees to be a dog, I got to give it Malik Benson.
Malik, yeah.
He tough. I ain't going to lie to you. He tough.
Yeah.
I just watching him from day one when he came in, and we was working together, like, in the spring. Like, it was me, him, and DJ, quarterback. We was just working on the field, and he's just giving me tips and stuff like that. And, like, from there, I just seen, like, yeah, he the real deal. Like,
Yeah.
From that day on, like, I just seen, like, he the real deal.
Is he giving you tips on, like, the trash talk, too? Because I know he's a guy that, like, he doesn't stop
talking.
going in practice.
Yeah, he be trash talking from here now.
Dude. Taste Fungus wants to know, does it feel weird at all to go up against some of your close friends from high school that went to, like, high school down in Miami in Florida?
I won't say it's weird, because if I'm going against him now, I most likely went against him in high school.
True.
Or before that. So I won't say it's kind of weird. It's just work at the end of the day. So
is there any, like, your, like, maybe close friends from high school that are playing either for, like, Miami or Florida, or a team that's on our schedule that you're most looking forward to play against?
From
like any of your boys from high school that, like, you're looking forward to playing this year that are on different teams?
Yeah, I could say Miami. Yeah, I got a couple guys I played with, like, Little League.
Yeah.
That's at Miami. So yeah, definitely, I'll definitely be excited to play Miami this year.
Yeah, especially, I mean, you're going down and playing in front of the home crowd.
Yes, sir, definitely.
You think you'll have a little bit of that Dalvin Cook syndrome where he always had his best games down there? Maybe we'll see the breakout from LaWayne McCoy?
Hopefully. Stay tuned. We're going to see soon.
That'd be exciting stuff, man. Isaiah Williams asked, which position do you prefer the most, DB or wide receiver?
I prefer wide receiver because, since I started playing at the age of 9, like, catching touchdowns was, like, all I ever wanted to do. So that kind of stuck with me, like, as I grew on. But, like, DB was my secondary position, but I also love playing DB too. Like, feel like like it's you versus you out there. Like, it's mono type. How much
does that help your development, having played both positions and then getting to college and being able to, like, just focus on the wide receiver spot?
It helped me tremendously because playing DB, like, what a DB, like, wants out of a receiver.
Mm-hmm.
And then receiver, like, looking at it from a DB way, like, oh, I know if I go here, he'll jump here, or you got to kind of play with it, like. Yep. So it's real cool to just play both ways and look at it like that.
Gotcha. 21 asks, how do you stay focused to not get down on yourself after a drop ball or something like that on a play? Like, what do you personally do to just flush it and go to the next play?
I really say you got to have, like short-term memory. Like, once you make a bad play, like, don't let it affect you, because next it'll lead to another bad play, then another bad play. So I would really say have short-term memory. Like, you drop the ball, it's an opportunity for you to get another ball thrown to you. So not to get down on yourself, and just know, like, next play type. Like, it always is a next play. Like, yeah.
Makes sense, man. Did you get to interact with Keon or Johnny at all before they left for the draft?
I actually got to interact with Keon. It was one day in the training room. He just came in that training room. We were just chopping it up. Not about too much, but we were just chopping it up. It wasn't nothing serious. But that was the only time I got to interact with him before they went to the draft.
He didn't tell you about any, like, Macy's coats or any of that stuff?
Nah,
just
real
regular
funny.
stuff?
He a real funny dude, though. Like, he real genuine dude, though. He real funny, though.
Dude, Keon's awesome, man. Well, look, man, we're really excited to see you kind of be the next, I guess, group of wide receivers. We do have so many older guys that folks are really looking forward to this season, but we think you're probably, I think you're probably going to break on the scene. I mean, I think you, Camden, again, bright futures ahead of y'all, and I can't wait to have a few more of these conversations in the fall once we get to see the Wheezy dance, like, in Doak Campbell, you getting those first touchdowns. It's going to be exciting, man. But thanks for coming by tonight. Thanks for answering questions. We'll catch up soon.
No problem. Thank you. All right, appreciate it.
See you, man. Folks, that was freshman early enrollee, wide receiver LaWayne McCoy. We got one more guest tonight. We got KJ Kirkland, rising sophomore safety. And if y'all have questions for KJ, please throw them in the chat. We will get them to the top. And if y'all want to directly support Florida State athletes, go to thebattlesend.com and become a member today. What's up, man? How we doing?
What's up, man? How you doing? I'm good.
Good. It's always good to see you, man.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's like, I feel like 3 weeks ago we did our first video with you, and then I realized that was last summer.
Yeah.
We've had a whole football season since then.
Yeah.
And man, here we are. How just let's start there, man. How's it feel? Last year you didn't get spring, right? You weren't early enrollee?
No, I was, yeah.
Oh, you were? Okay, so you did get the spring. That's right. So this is your second spring you're coming off, second summer program. What are the differences? What are some of the things that are, feel almost exactly the same? And how are you feeling headed into your second summer?
Going into the summer, my bad, yeah.
That's my bad.
No, going into the second summer, it's not really anything new. If anything, it's just a lot of things that just move a lot slower. A lot of things I'm able to pick up on and just grasp easier. Just being able to connect with those guys and build more relationships and bring those younger guys in. Just seeing them where I was last year. Like I'm able to help those guys and bring them up to where we are now and just help them along that standard.
What do you think is, the biggest area of development that you had this past spring? I mean, I think I told you this last year. I've told you this like 10 times, so you're probably tired of me saying it, but the way you can tell you process the game, like you pick up things so quickly and it's really impressive, but what have you improved on the most, do you think?
Definitely my key work, just like run fits and all that, just seeing like as far as like what the linemen do. Like the safeties coach, Coach Phillip, we do a lot of work, individual practice, individual parts of the practice, just key work. So seeing what to look for as far as stances, how they come off the ball, a lot of that plays a huge part in like run fits and like pass games. So being able to slow that down and just be able to read and react definitely helped me a lot in this spring.
And, man, like y'all obviously have a slightly different room with Akeem Dent moving on, but you still have that veteran presence in Shy. And when you talk about run fits, I think of Shaheem as someone that is great at coming down against the run, coming down that support. Like, how helpful has he been on helping you work on that specifically?
Yeah, Shy's been there for me since day one. He's one of those guys I can look up to and ask questions at any point of the day. I sit next to him in a meeting, and it's been like that since I got here last year. So he's definitely one of those guys I can ask anything. He'll help me, and it's always like a competitive nature in the room.
Yeah.
So it's always like, if I'm not doing it, he's gonna do it. And if I'm not doing it, he's gonna make me like, yo, we got to work on this. We got to focus on this. You got to get better at this. And if he's slacking on something, he can look at me to bring him up on that too.
Yeah, I love the culture that y'all have. It seems like room after room of there's like the older guy that's pushing the younger guys, but y'all are also pushing them right back. What does it feel like, now you have a few younger guys coming in under you, now that you kind of have doing the same thing with them where you're teaching them, but they're also pushing you.
Yeah.
How's that dynamic?
Yeah, because in our room, like everybody's competitive, and we know that. We all know we're fighting for something, but at the end of the day, we're all one unit and one team. So if he's his best this day, like he's going to allow me to be my best just from him working, because I know he's going to give it my all. He's going to give it his all, so it's going to allow me to give it my all, and then we just feed off of each other and work like that.
Yeah, man. So Jerry Ingram asked, is there something different that you've done to prepare for this upcoming season?
I'm more intentional with my body. Coming off of high school, guys aren't that big, guys aren't that fast, so you can kind of really get by in high school. But being in college for a year, I realized guys are a lot bigger, stronger, faster, smarter. So just preparing myself mentally, physically, doing the small things I can do to get my body prepared as far as like nutrition and all that, and more film study. Like you can always be that much better.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
In the film room, it's like there's not enough more film you can watch. Like you can always watch that much more film. So just doing that, you'll definitely see a difference.
Yeah, I'm always interested in like the difference, because you went to Rains, right, in Jacksonville. So like I'm always interested in the dynamics of someone like yourself from Jacksonville. I grew up in North Florida as well, or an AZ from Pensacola maybe, versus guys who grew up in South Florida, like South Florida, where it's the level of competition might be different, or like guys up in the Atlanta metro area or whatever. Like you said, you can't get away with just athleticism in college anymore. And, you definitely reshaped your body by storms. We hear that slogan a ton.
I put on like coming in from last year, I put in like 20 pounds.
Jeez.
like I came in like 184. Like right now I'm like 202 right now. Like I'm feeling good. I can run.
You're still moving the same.
Yeah.
Everything's good. You'll find out tomorrow morning if you're still running the same, right? Y'all got run number 2 bright and early tomorrow.
Yep.
Don't get out there at 8 a.m. It's only what 85 degrees in Tallahassee. You know, it hasn't even hit 100 yet. So y'all are
feels
chilling.
Like it though.
I bet it does.
It feels like it.
Me and Kevin walked outside today at like 1:30, just walking to the car. I was like, man, I cannot.
Feels harder with Coach Norvell screaming down your back. So
yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. What Isaiah Williams asked, which wide receiver do you like to line up against in practice?
You know, with safety, you can really go against anybody, really. You can line up in the slot. You can go against running backs. So, like, as far as running backs, I like to go against Jalen. You know,
okay.
Jalen, he's going to give me, like, kind of like the fast, twitchier guy. So, you know, I'm a big, longer defensive back. So that's one of the things I need to work on, get my hands on those smaller guys. In the slot, I kind of like to go against Jakai, too, because he has the whole package. Like, he can give you work anywhere. So, really, those two guys, those are the main guys I like to line up against and try and get work from.
So I guess when you're going against a guy like Jalen who's just so fast and he's coming out of the backfield, is it just taking the right angle to make sure you don't get a holding while you try to get your hands on him? What's kind of the key that you work on with a guy like that?
Yeah, you got to get your hands on him. You got to slow it down. You got to make sure your feet are right too. So if not, like you're going to run right past you. And it was like an instance in spring. One play, they ran like some type of screen.
Okay.
And like the way he just snuck out of the backfield, like I didn't see him at all until they threw the ball. And then I'm thinking they just threw the ball away. And I just see this little kid just come and grab the ball and just take off running. I'm like, dang. And he hit like the fastest, like GPS.
Oh, was that the one in Doe Campbell?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Rolling.
Because I think I was on y'all's sideline and I remember I was like, oh gosh, he's so small,
rolling.
and no one's. Yeah. How helpful is it though, like to prepare for a full season of competition going against this wide receiver core where you've got guys like, you know, Darian who's 6'4", 215, 220, all the way down to guys like Camden who are shorter but strong as hell, and guys like Jalen who are so fast. And like, how helpful is it having that diversity, Malik and LaWayne, just that diversity of body type to work against?
No, it's definitely very helpful because I get to see guys of like you said, every caliber, different sizes, speed. So when it comes down to the game situation, it's not really something new because you've been going against the best athletes in the nation just in the receiving room that we have. So seeing those guys every day, iron sharp as iron, you're only getting better. And when it comes down to the game time, it's second nature. Just go out there and play ball.
Yeah, like nothing's going to surprise you on the field because you've already seen it.
Yeah.
Young Bleak asks, how do you feel the defense is looking compared to last year?
No drop-off.
Okay.
I feel like we can be even better than last year. You know, I feel like that's kind of a crazy statement, but the way we're coming together right now, we have a lot of good things to do as far as the season comes.
What do you think, from a fan's perspective, we haven't really gotten to see a lot of practice and stuff. We just see the spring game, and then that's really it till the fall. Like, not better, not worse. What'll look different, do you think, than last year's defense?
Definitely our communication-wise, like that's one of the things I've noticed that we've taken a big jump at as far as last year. A lot of guys are talking and communicating, and then once you communicate, a defense that can communicate is a defense that can play ball effectively, and play ball faster. So I feel like all that will go hand in hand and allow us to play even better.
Yeah. So we talked a little bit about the transformation you've gone through, but similarly, how's it been working with Coach Storms? Excited for you this season. What is the summer program like? I mean, what are you doing? Is it just weights? Is it speed work? Is it everything?
Yeah, it's both. Like today, we just had like a lift.
Yep.
But lifting with Storms, like he's definitely going to make sure you uphold that standard. Like today, I was under the bench. I got Kevin Knowles screaming at me. I got Storm screaming at me. You're definitely going to work, and then if you're not going to work, like you're going to get called out about it. But that's what I need. Like that's what I grew up around. So guys around me that are not going to let you like fall off and slack off is always those good guys to have in the room. And from the coaches down, like you definitely see the energy pouring down from everybody. Yeah,
like Storms isn't just giving you the workout sheet and saying go have fun in the weight room. Like he's in there, he's yelling.
No, he's right there with you the whole time.
I love it, man. Isaiah asks again, one-on-one, which running back do you not want to see in the open field?
So our running backs they're different. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't seeing everybody in the open field is like, okay, like Jalen, you know, you got to be technically sound because he can run right past you and make you miss. You got guys like Cam who just, like a bruiser, just going to drop that shoulder on you. So, yeah, right now probably Cam, but, you know, you just got to bring your pads. You know? Like you said, in receiving room, guys, you get to see guys like that to prepare you for the game. So he's also one of those running backs that will prepare you for the game. You know, he's one of the biggest backs we have. So tagging him every practice would just allow you to get more comfortable, getting your pads dirty, get ready for the game. More comfortable that's one way to describe having to hit Cam. Yeah, that maybe myself I may not say it would make me more comfortable. I see what you mean by that, but yeah, that's. I mean, he's a freshman, but he comes down behind his pads. He runs hard. No doubt. But on the other side, how much do you love coming downhill and lowering the boom? Asked, it's a lot of numbers. I can't, Jedi something. How much do you like coming downhill and just putting a hit on somebody? Love hearing those pads clap. I feel like that's one of the, like just switching over to defense like in high school, just being able to put my pads on somebody and make them feel it. That's always a good feeling. So just hitting guys, I just love it. Yeah. It's gotta be one of the best feelings out there. Especially what's it just in Doak? Like, what's that feeling like when you hear the whole, 70,000 people react to that when it happens? That's even better. It just makes you want to hit somebody even more. Dude, I love it, man. 21 asks, what would you tell a high school DB recruit that's considering coming to FSU? Oh, you're gonna get some work in. You got one of the best coaches. You know, with Pat Surtain coming out. You know, he's as good as it gets. You know, he has the knowledge from the NFL. And then his son is in the league, probably one of the best corners in the league right now. So it's a lot of knowledge and gems he can give us. And, you know, Coach Fuller, he's a great coach too. So you're going to get coached up very well. You got a lot of guys in our room who's going to coach you up as well. So I feel like this is one of the best units in the country. I don't have to add anything to that sales pitch, man. That was if I had any athleticism in my body, I mean, I would have come here anyway. But seriously, man, we're really fired up to see this season again. You know, we got some guys that have gone on to the next level and such. You know, you being one of the young guys, I get really excited knowing that like we're reloading with guys of your caliber and Shaheem and Conrad and all y'all. And I'm really fired up to see what y'all do this season. But I appreciate you stopping by, man. And we will, I'm sure, talk again a few times this summer and definitely in the fall. So thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah. There you go. See, people helping people, folks. That was KJ Kirkland. If y'all stop by for the whole show or even just part of it, we really appreciate it. We will be doing these weekly during the off season and into the season. This was the Battles in Live show brought to you by Florida State's NIL Collective. If y'all get a chance, make sure y'all leave a comment if you're catching the replay of this and let us know which players you are most excited for headed into next season and which players y'all want us to get on future episodes. Again, I'm Max Moody. Thank you for stopping by, and we will see y'all next time.